Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about a show Apple TV's Severance, Season 2, the finale, Episode 10, the end of this season. Oh boy. Let's get into it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay. Ooh, do we get answers this time around? Oh, yes, we do. And they set up some good stuff for the next season, the final season of this show. So we got Eddie Mark and Outie Mark having a conversation over camcorder back and forth with Outie Mark trying to convince Eddie Mark to help him get Gemma out of there. And his biggest fear, Eddie Mark, is that he gonna be dead. He gonna be dead. Helena gonna be dead. Helly gonna be dead. And all the other people that's down there, that's innies, if they take down Lumen. So what's the solution to that? And it didn't really click in his head till Cobell explained to him exactly what he was doing with those computer files and numbers and boxes and basically sorting the brain. Overall, that's what it boiled down to. Sorting emotions, sorting feelings, categorizing, organizing them in this woman's brain to be certain things. Because we also get the reveal later that her leaving, the doctor was afraid that it's going to kill every other personality that's in there. So, what's going to be the end result of that? Because, spoiler alert, she gets out. But we'll get to that in a second. Because Mark and Helly have to decide what they're going to do. They exchange information about the father coming down there to talk to her, or everything he was talking about, and what he learned from Outie Mark. Meanwhile, Dylan, Outie made him come back, but he left him a letter to explain how he really did, care about him to a certain degree, and he didn't want to just give him up like that. So that's what was going on with that. And Dylan came into play later because he had to help Helly stop Milchick, because Helly was there with this creepy statue animatronic of Kier and Mark as Mark completed the file because they decided they're going to go through with it and help out. Mark completes the file. Milkshake starts this part. First of all, Carl talking about a hope for waffle party. Screwed up waffle parties. That's over. Then he brings in a marching band from the local high school. They jamming. Milkshake is jamming. He dancing. This was so great. I loved it. I love what they did with Milkshake this season. It was awesome. But they locked his ass in the bathroom so that Mark could get away to go down the hallway to find the elevator to get down there to Gemma. So Dylan shows up to help her keep him in the bathroom, and then Helly convinces the high schoolers who are clearly severed as well that they could be next, and so they all on their side now, and they help keep Milchick in check. Mark eventually does make it to the elevator, but not before having a whole fight with Drummond in the hallway because he was trying to get the door open and he couldn't get it open. But Drummond was in this secret room right across the hall that you couldn't see because it looked like just a regular wall with the goat lady. They finna sacrifice the goat that she didn't want to give up. So she ends up helping in this fight, and yeah, they work it out. And he had this gun to kill the goat, and he held it on him, and then put him on the elevator. But during the switch on the elevator, Outie Mark accidentally, shoots Drummond in the neck, and so Drummond bled out, and he's dead. So no more Drummond. But Mark has made it to the floor. And he gets down there. He finally finds the Cold Harbor place. He runs into the nurse broad, chases her out of the way. He uses some of Drummond's blood to get in the room because it's like a blood identity thing to open all the doors. And finds Gemma, gets her out. They happy to see each other. It was an emotional moment. I was so glad. I was like, Outie Mark and actual Gemma reunite. That was so good. So good. To be torn away from you later. Because as they're escaping, of course they got to go up. She turns back into Miss Casey. He convinces her to go out there stairwell, which turns back to Gemma, but he didn't come through the stairwell because now any Mark is like, do I want to give up everything? Do I want to give up everything? And who pops up but Helly? And yeah, so they run it through the hallways, and this is how the show ends, which kind of upset me a little bit. Gotta be honest, because when I seen it, I was like, this is how it's gonna go off. With them running down the hallway, where y'all going? What's the end solution to this? What's gonna happen to y'all? Where are you? Where the two of you guys who are innies? Where are you going? What are you gonna do? Y'all just broke the system. Like, I don't know, which is what my curiosity comes into play. But yeah, that's how it goes off. So Gemma's out. She's screaming for Mark to come on, come back. They need to go home. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna have to team up with Dylan and Cobell during the next season. Like I said, Drummond is dead. Hopefully Irvin come back. I don't know what's gonna happen to Dylan, but he got other innies on his side, and I don't know what they gonna do with Milchick. Whew, because he fails miserably. Um, yeah, and Helly and Mark S. What are you guys gonna do? Just run the hallways the rest of your any lives? Like, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. But this was a great episode. Great season finale. I enjoyed the season overall as a whole, and I love this show. If you have not watched it in its entirety, you are missing out so hard. Watch it. It's great. I will see you guys next time for another one. In the meantime, have a great day.